I'm Eli Karp, founder of Hello Living, a community-based real estate development company in Brooklyn. A simple signature philosophy that has fueled and defined my success as an entrepreneur for nearly 2 decades, and with more than $500 million in development projects. Never settle for the status quo. The status quo is where innovation retreats to die. People often seek my guidance and counsel regarding potential real estate ventures and opportunities. There is no easy money in real estate. It takes the unwavering strength and perseverance of hardened steel and concrete to forge success in this business. I only design units that I could actually see myself living in. I'm Eli Karp, and this is my blueprint. Building schematics describe the size and layout of the units and shared spaces within the building. You need to lay out your inner core, the stairs, hallway, the elevator, and the units around them. This is the most important part where your creativity will pay off. I revise my schematics many times before I land on a concept that will maximize the efficiency and create a Zen-like experience for the tenants. Never accept only one schematic design from an architect. Ask for at least 4 or 5 different designs. Study them well, and imagine the building design as a place you would want to live in. Zoning dictates your building envelope, which tells you the maximum dimensions of what you're allowed to build. How tall, what size, what shape, and the setback. The setback is how far the building is set back from the street. Setbacks relate to the height. For instance, R6 allows for a 55-foot tall building, but at 45 feet, you must set back 10 or 15 feet, depending on the width of the street. You must also take in consideration windows, light, and air. While a site may allow you to build on 80% of the property, there are additional restrictions in place to allow for light and air. You must ensure that any bedroom or living area window has 30 feet to the end of the property line. In a courtyard, distance between 2 windows facing each other need to be at least 60 feet away. Note, the bathroom, closets, kitchenette do not need to be within the 30 feet of a window. The actual rentable square feet is very different from the property's full square footage. In every building, you need to build stairs, elevators, hallways, and lobbies. These spaces cost a lot to build and use up valuable square feet, but you can't sell or rent them, which creates a loss factor. The difference between your gross square footage that you're building and the net square footage that you're renting or selling can be tremendous. So use creativity to minimize the loss factor in your building. At Hello Living, we put a lot of effort in designing concepts that reduce the loss. However, each lot and zoning is different, and you can't always use the same ideas from one site to another. It pays to put in effort in minimizing the loss factor, as this could be extremely vital to the success of the project. Transferable development rights, TDRs, or air rights, allow for the transfer of unused development square footage to a neighboring development site. Sometimes you can get lucky by purchasing neighbors' unused air rights to increase your buildable square feet. They're usually offered at a discount price per buildable square foot because you're not actually buying their property, nor are you building on their site. You're buying airspace and transferring their available square feet over to your building. In order to transfer development rights, known as a zoning lot merger, you'll need to create a ZLDA, which means Zoning Lot Development Agreement, with your neighbor. The transfer of these air rights is a complicated but worthwhile process, as it allows buildings to become taller and bigger. Note, upon buying the extra square feet, you must make sure you have a place to put them within your building envelope. I've had many opportunities to purchase air rights, but after finishing my design, I realized I have nowhere to actually put them within my allowed building envelope. Which brings us to our next segment: quality housing versus height factor. Most zonings that are R6 or R7 or higher and do not have a letter A or B after it, like R6A or R6B, have the option to either build quality housing or height factor. Let's explain it. Quality housing offers more zoning deductions, resulting in lesser loss factor and more net rentable square feet, but requires you to stay in the building envelope, height-wise. However, height factor eliminates most of your building envelope, allowing you to go much higher, allowing for better unit layouts and, of course, better views. If you're buying air rights, as discussed before, height factor would be the perfect solution, as it would allow you to maximize every square foot. The negative in using height factor in regular situations is that your loss factor increases and your net square footage decreases. We have used height factor in our buildings a few times with positive results. Keep in mind that the higher you go, the more DOB regulations and site safety related costs you'll face, and that will raise your project cost and slow the progress as well.